2016, 42-year-old Justin Bokma was fatally shot while breaking up a fight at an after-hours club where he worked. And now, just weeks before the second anniversary of his death, investigators are still looking for his killer. Today, the Bokma family will be joining Toronto police to announce a $50,000 reward for information on this case. And joining me now is Justin's mother and anti-gun violence advocate, Nancy Bokma. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. What has this last 2 years been like for you?
It's been a nightmare. First of all, the whole thing in the beginning was a nightmare, and it's like a life sentence. You know, you kind of go through life, you pretend, you know, you just walk in a fog half the time, you know, and it's just something that you can't get over, you know.
I can't even imagine your pain, especially not having any sort of closure in this case, because the investigation is ongoing, and it has been 2 years. Have there been leads? Have you been working with police in any of that?
We've been in close contact, both families. LaFranc, he was the other person that was shot. Yes. Both families have been in contact with the police, and they've been very good about, they can't tell us a lot of things, you know, obviously. But they've been very good about keeping us informed, you know. But it's just frustrating because my fear is I'm going to be sitting on the bus next to this person, or the fact that he's still out there killing people. And I just thought, this is terrible, you know, like, that's the only reason I want to, you know, I obviously want justice for Justin and LaFranc, but I just feel that, you know, to stop the violence, you know.
The violence in our city, there has been a recent spate of violence, and the numbers, we'll just look at them so far. In 2018, there have been 39 murders in Toronto, 18 of them gun-related. And just in the last few weeks, we saw one right outside our front door here in Yonge Dundas, where people are out and about enjoying their evening, and just... It's terrifying, and there's a big question about gun control, safety, violence on our streets, and you, over the last couple of years, I know, have been speaking out about gun violence. We
had a gun rally just right here, actually, in Dundas Square, and hopefully there's things being done, but it's not enough, because it continues, and we're becoming desensitized about it. So that, because it's happening almost every day, you know, whether it's in Canada or in the States, you know. And the whole thing is, every time this happens, myself and other parents and family members and things, are re-traumatized, you know, because it's like...
you relive it.
You relive it, yeah.
So this press conference, again, with Toronto Police, you will be in attendance, as well as LaFranc Matthews, who was also fatally shot in that on that day in 2016. Will be joining police for this $50,000 reward. A last word here, if you can, you know, tell our viewers a message to them. If anyone has information, what would you say about them, and a message about Justin?
I would just ask that anybody, if they did have any information, you can go to anonymous.
You can go anonymously through Crime Stoppers if you can,
Yeah, and that your name will never come up, which I was really happy to hear that, because I think this will help, you know. And also about Justin, he was my best friend, he was my youngest child, and he was my Toronto. So, you know, it's so hard without him, you know, and I'm very lucky because I have a very big support from, like, the skateboard community and friends and neighbors, but it doesn't make a difference. You know, in my head, I know that this is the reality. It's my heart that I can't,
But it shouldn't be the reality, is what it is. Thank you so much, Nancy, for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You showed such strength, and of course, this press conference will be happening at 10:30. We will carry that on citynews.ca. Thank you.
Thank you.